Hey, what's up? This is Venger Satanis, and just wanted to ask a question or just talk about um, like typical D&D fantasy role playing with character creation. I was wondering, instead of using whatever is available in books or spending all the time and energy just detailing little things like, oh, if I'm going to have, half orcs or gnomes or dwarves or half dwarves or whatever in my campaign, they're going to have this little tiny adjustment, and then they get this and they get that. And, if I'm going to create like a swashbuckling class, then you got to, if you're going to do it like some rule books, you got to stat out all these little details up to whatever, 10th level, 20th level, 36th level, 100th level, whatever. And, if you, it just seems monotonous. There must be a better way, especially if you like more rules, lights, I don't know, sort of freeform, more story game kind of stuff. And I'm going to suggest something, and then think about it, or comment, or tell me what you think, or try it out. If you could actually play test it sometime, that'd be awesome. Um, just looking for feedback and conversation about this. But okay, you let a player basically choose or define or name any race and class that he wants to use. And the names are really nothing more than sort of placeholders, or it gives a context for certain qualities. And so, numbers can change. I'm just throwing this out there again. Okay, for a race, let's just say that character's race, he's whatever it is. He could make up his own race if he wants, or use something more traditional like a dark elf, or halfling, whatever. He's got to pick 3 qualities, and then one of those qualities has to be a disadvantage. Some sort of negative modifier, or light sensitivity, or fire does double damage to him, or susceptible to fire, something like that. And one is negative, and then 2 are something positive, or he's got some sort of natural skill and something. And then for a class, then let's say 7. You basically get 7 different qualities, and that makes up who your character is, or what he does, what his potential or capabilities are, his focuses and his strong suits. And then you could do one of 2 things. I thought you could either have those class qualities just get better, just keep those 7, and then they just get better each level. So level 1 swashbuckler, is going to be inferior to a level 5 swashbuckler, assuming they took all the same exact qualities. Or the other option is like every level or every other level, they're able to gain a new quality. To open things up. So in that case, maybe first level you just want to start with like 3 qualities or something, and then go up. So when they're second level, then they get an additional quality. So you get 4 qualities, and then up another level you get 5 qualities. So you could do it that way too. And again, this would, with the whole sort of picking the qualities of whatever class you want. There's going to be slight differences between a rogue and a thief, an assassin, or some sort of monk, or ninja, or I don't know, arcane trickster, or shadow mage, or there's very fine levels and degrees, not levels but degrees, between an infinite number of classes. So a player could create his own class, or he could use something traditional, but instead of something really specific and normal to a class, he could choose something like weird, just something off the beaten path, which would be kind of cool. So, yeah, those are possibilities. Let me know what you think. I had another idea swimming around in my head too. I was gonna say it, and then I just kind of got lost among my other ideas, I guess. So, let me know how that would work in your mind or in your campaign. If you think this is just ridiculous, or if there's some merit to it. I wrote some. Hang on, let me try to think of what I was. Oh, okay, I remember what I was thinking of. The more vague the player leaves it, like, he could leave it really vague, like, good with edged weapons, or good at hiding, or something like that. And basically, the more general and vague it is, the more the dungeon master can, screw with it and play around with it, and either find loopholes or tweak it to his, desire, which has benefits, good and bad, for the player and his character. Or he could get really specific. The more specific he gets, the less the dungeon master can, play with it and screw with the character and find loopholes and whatever else. But then, that quality is pretty rigid. Like, awesome with a short sword or something like that. That's pretty specific. Or master of the bullwhip or something. So there's less vagueness and there's less leeway for the dungeon master to do anything with it. But it's also very narrowly defined, so you can't create a character that's basically good at everything without leaving so much open-ended that the dungeon master could, have stuff to work with. So I guess that's the end of this video and of my idea. I don't know, let me know if you like it or if you don't like it, or if you can think of improvements or something like that. That's it. Yeah, Cthulhu Fatagan!